Being a YouTuber is so hard because I'm a fucking yapper. I just tried to film this 3 times and I got nowhere, and I talked for 10 minutes each time, and I'm like, oh my god. So let me try to get this point across quickly. Hey. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. It's Hi, and I'm gonna be open and honest today because I got a tarot reading. I went to visit my best friend in Long Island. I got a tarot reading. She said, girl, your third eye chakra is completely fucking shut off. She's like, you're probably struggling with creativity, you're probably struggling with your intuition, you're probably not doing as well as you were in your career, you're probably not doing as well as you were in your life, and it's because you're not fucking opening up, you're not being real, you're not being authentic, you're not being the way that you need to be in the way that you were when you were succeeding the most. So I did a lot of self-reflecting, and she was right. And I know a lot of you probably have realized, oh wow, her videos have actually changed a lot in the past year, and you're right, and that's because my third eye is fucking closed. I just did a lot of self-reflecting, and I wanted to make this video because this is something I have felt for so long. I've talked to other coaches that are very well known, and they feel similarly, and I realized, holy shit, we're all too scared to say something, and I have been shitting my pants saying something, so I just keep it quiet and just do my best to be perfect, and that is fucking fake, and I'm done doing that shit. So my videos are going to change, the way that I talk is going to change. I'm not scared if you disagree with me. I'm not gonna be upset if you disagree with me. If you disagree disrespectfully, that's a different situation. You're not entitled to my channel, so you can get blocked or watch another manifestation coach. But truly, I just need to be real and authentic, and that's what this video is about. So recently, I've been struggling in my life. One specific situation. I'm just gonna be open and honest, guys. I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. I live with my sister, and I love my sister dearly. Love her literally to bits and pieces. Love her so much. I love experiencing life with her. I just want to be on my own now, you know? Like, you know when you get to a point where you're like, you know what? I want to be on my own. I do not want to share this space anymore. And so I'm trying to navigate this situation that's really heavy on my heart because the place that we're living in was supposed to be mine. There's so much lore. I'm not going to get into the lore, but this place that I'm living in right now is supposed to be my place, but I'm living with my sister and her family, so it's like a tricky situation to navigate. So that's what I was like saying on my Instagram story. If you want to follow me, I freaking yap on my story all day long. But I know as a manifestation coach, as someone that can manifest, I can manifest this situation better. Fully. I know that I can manifest myself out of the situation, can manifest it exactly how I want to, no strings attached, 100% perfect. But I, for a while, was very negatively affected because I didn't know how to go about it. And maybe you resonate with that. Maybe you have had a situation where you're like, you know what, I know 100% I can manifest this exactly how I want it to. I don't know how to navigate it right now. And that's a completely valid experience, and so many people resonated on my story, so I'm like, I need to be open and honest about how I feel, because that's not even what this video is about. But sometimes we experience things as manifestors and manifestation coaches, because there's such a big belief that manifestation coaches are perfect. They never experience negative things in their life. They never have negative thoughts. And I've even felt this about other coaches. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is not like you guys only, even me watching other coaches, this is just a thing we do. We look at people, I show you guys what I want you to see, and so there's this narrative created about me. That's not real, and I don't want that narrative to be out there of me because it creates this sense of being alone, and that's probably how a lot of you feel in this community. That's how I feel. That's how I feel in this community, because I feel alone, because when I go through things, I know that no one, or I feel, not that I feel like no one in this community is going to have my back. And I know that that is not a true statement, because when I do open up, there is overwhelmingly positive people. But the toxic positivity in this community, you probably have been affected by it, is so bad that we are told to not feel. We are told to not address negative assumptions. We are told to immediately flip thoughts instead of just deep diving or sitting on them or just letting them be. We are so toxically told that we need to be perfect. And that is the toxic positivity that has seeped over from the law of attraction community. And I know for a fact that there's going to be people on this video, and I know you're going to be like, you saying you know for a fact is manifesting it. I know for a fact that there's going to be people commenting on this video. You create your reality. So the way that you feel is just something you created. Negative things don't have to happen to me. If I affirm they don't happen to me. You're complaining and complaining, but you're just affirming. I know that there's going to be people like that. I posted about this on my Instagram story and people were commenting, well, you create your 3D reality, so whatever you're focusing on, obviously, is going to show up. And it's like, that is such a negative thing to say to someone when they're opening up about being vulnerable and feeling shit. Like, what a fucked up thing to say. If you came to me as, and you were and even as a coach, where it is my job for you to come to me and say, this is what I'm experiencing, can you help? You are asking for the advice. Even if you come to me and you are struggling mentally, that is the first fucking thing that I will address. I will say, I'm so sorry that you're struggling with this. Let's figure out how to navigate this and allow yourself to feel that, because pushing it away is not going to help. That's the first fucking thing I addressed. Because why is it in this community that we're not allowed to feel anymore? What the fuck? What the fuck? It is so overwhelming as a coach, because everyone is there's a magnifying glass on me at every single second, because so many people are surface level and they're trying to figure out if manifestation isn't real, and that's why they can't manifest. Because a lot of people can't manifest, so they are putting coaches under magnifying glasses, and other people in the community too, Reddit posts, people in comment sections, they're putting you under a magnifying glass to prove to themselves that manifesting isn't real. I had an experience a couple months ago, earlier this year, that I just completely stepped back because I was so shocked. But I opened up about how someone I love very dearly was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. And I didn't even explain what I'm doing to manifest this away. I didn't explain that I meditate daily for them. I didn't explain that I flip thought every time. I didn't, because it's irrelevant when I was posting about this. And I'm not saying, like, I don't know. It's like, I don't need you guys to know that. If you know me and know I'm a manifestation coach, why wouldn't I be doing those things, you know? But I posted her GoFundMe because she's obviously so I posted her GoFundMe, and so I just was so appalled by the things that this community was saying. And you know what? Most of the people were so supportive, and to the people that are supportive and kind and gentle and empathetic, you are the foundation of this community. You are the reason this community is accepting and loving and so non-judgmental, and please stay that way. Stay that way. I got such specific nasty comments that I had to step back. There were people asking, like, well, if you're a manifestation coach, why does someone you love have cancer in the first place? I was like, what an odd thing to say to me, first of all. What an odd thing to say to someone that just got news about something so sad. Blame it on me. What a fucking crazy thing to say. Someone else said, literally stalked the GoFundMe and found my name and literally was like, if you're a manifestation coach and you can manifest $1 million, why didn't you donate more? I was like, what the fuck? I was like actually stunned, because everyone is having me under a magnifying glass. No one knows what I do for her body. Like, I don't need to validate my anything, but I was just so shocked. I was like, what is I couldn't. So that's like the type of things that are in this community, and that's toxic positivity. If you are not aware, that is toxic positivity. If you are making people feel like they need to be perfect all the time, you're in the wrong. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And there's such a big belief you need to be perfect. That is not fucking true. That is not fucking true. And you know why I know that for a 100% fact? Because I am not perfect, and I have manifested everything I've wanted. You do not have to have zero negative assumptions. You do not have to have zero negative thoughts. You have to have self-discipline and persistence and a belief that you can do this. And that's it. I'm sorry. I'm like leaning this way, guys. I know I'm probably out of frame. Fucking sorry. But I need to say that. It is my duty as a coach to spread that and remind people that you are not alone. If you are experiencing something negative, if you are feeling something negative and you're actively trying to manifest something and you're just overwhelmed, you're not alone. Because I feel that way too. I feel that way too. Your favorite coaches feel that way too. People feel that way too, because we are human. And what I tell people all the time, and this is the biggest thing I want you to take away from this video, is, can you affirm your life is perfect and nothing bad happens to you? Well, of course. Of course you can. For me, I don't want that to be the case. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to live a perfect experience. I don't want, because perfection means there's no growth to be made. If you are perfect, if you're a 10 out of 10, that's it. There's nothing else you can do. You are going to be stagnant now. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be stagnant. I want to keep growing. I want to keep experiencing. I want to keep learning. Life is about learning, loving, growth, development, figuring out who you are, what you like, what you love, what makes you happy. And if you are stagnant, you will never learn. When I'm 50 years old, I want to have a 50-year-old mentality because I was through shit that made me smarter, made me stronger, made me more resilient. But if I'm perfect now and nothing out of the ordinary happens to me or nothing unexpected happens to me, how the fuck am I going to get to a 50-year-old mindset? I'm going to stay at my 20-year-old mindset. I don't want that. So for me, I don't want to live a perfect experience. I want to live a fucked up experience sometimes. I want to live a human, real experience with heartache, love, compassion, and people, friendships, hardships, annoyance. I want every emotion that I could possibly can feel in my human experience. And I also simultaneously want the power to be able to manifest anything I want. And two can coexist at the same time without eliminating one each other. And I want you to know that. As manifestors, we already check our thoughts more than most people do. We already have a more positive thinking and perspective than most people do because we are aware of our thoughts. So why would it make any sense that we can't have any negative thoughts when most people don't even care about their negative thoughts to switch them, you know? We are already ahead of that game. Like, we're already flipping and being aware of our thoughts and flipping the things that we don't want. So it's like, we already have a more positive mentality than the most of the nations, like, you know? So it just makes no sense to me. And I hate the toxic positivity, and I know that I'm going to get some on this video, and that's okay. Because that is a surface level way of thinking, and one day you'll realize, and that's okay. It's not, your journey is personal to you, my journey is personal to me, but I'm making this video so you know that you are not alone if you are experiencing things, and you do not have to be perfect. You can be you can be exactly how you are, and that's okay. I just want to make that extremely clear, okay? But that is it for today's video. I am so sorry for not being authentic in the past. It was unintentional. Life got in my way. I got stressed out. I got overwhelmed, and I thought I need to do this, and I need to make sure I don't piss anyone off. And that's not the fucking case anymore. So what I'm gonna do is, I know you guys have been wanting this podcast. I'm gonna make a fucking podcast. I'm gonna turn this little situation here into a cute little podcast corner, and I'm gonna make a fucking podcast, and I'm gonna say everything I fucking feel. If it upsets people, that's okay. If it resonates with people, that's fucking amazing. But I'm not going to be scared anymore to speak how I feel and say what I feel. Because what I've noticed is when I am honest and authentic and I say the thing I'm too scared to say, more people resonate and feel seen than if I were to just say what I think you want me to say. So I need to do that. And that's my job as a coach. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much. I know this video is so long. Thank you so much for the people that watched to the end. You are seen. I see you. I hear you. I'm here for you. You are so incredible. You are the life form of love. You are the life form of abundance. And you are so capable of anything you want. And I want you to know that. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, watching this video has helped you manifest. Say it with me. Watching this video has helped me manifest. Watching this video has helped me manifest. And I'll see you soon.